Mic check. Good. Yun, everything's good. Everything's okay. Magandang araw po. Magandang araw po. Alright, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Magandang gabi po. Welcome to another episode of The Daily Grind. Ayan, PSEI today, medyo green po ang PSEI. We were up 0.63% or 40 points. We closed at 6,500.42. Right? 6,500, the range that we were looking at the past few days. Was expected to play around that area, pero the big story is negative 486 million na naman ng net foreign selling. So, ang laki ng pera na lumalabas daily kaysa sa mga pumapasok when it comes to net foreign naman sa buying and selling natin. So, but today we're gonna be talking about fundamental analysis, right? I promised this to you last week pa, kahapon dapat, kaso nga lang sira yung tools ko kahapon. Actually, hindi, sira pa rin ngayon, pero itutuloy natin ngayon, right? We are going to be doing this evening. Fundamental analysis. We're going to be starting at around 8:20. We're going to go to the chats first. Speaking of chat, using ko na yung chat box na. Ayusin ko lang saglit I really want to see your chats here in our live. Magandang gabi, magandang gabi. Let me just change the music to something more subtle. Pang intro lang yun pang hype up, diba? And now, we are gonna be going to the comments. So, magandang gabi. Good evening to you guys. Thank you for sharing. Paki-share po itong video. Sa mga nag-share na, thank you so much. Sa mga hindi pa nag-share, please share this video para mas marami pa tayong newbies na magabayan when it comes to the stock market. Right? Let me go to the comments. Benedict, mayang gabi. Sir Idol, good evening. Denise Bondok, good evening po. Romelyn Bonayos, good evening, Sir Lloyd. Janilo, good morning. Dan Sharing, thank you so much for sharing. Franz Paulo Kevillas, good evening, Sir Lloyd. Aten po kayo ng debut. Hindi po. Tommy Escobedo, good evening, Sir Lloyd. Pwede po bang gamitin ng old passport para sa eToro opening account? Expire na kasi passport ko, subject for renewal. Salamat po. I don't think eToro is gonna be accepting an expired ID. So, it's gonna be challenging, Tommy Escobedo, if you do that. Pero if you have any other, most probably, if ever may passport ka, baka may driver's license ka. Driver's license is okay. Benedict, mahina po audio, sir. Mas malakas music background. So I'm gonna be adjusting that in the future. Pasensya na. Malakas pala yung audio. So, noon. Right, I'll adjust that para sa, what do you call this? Sa susunod. Right? Pasensya na. Thank you so much for letting me know, Benedict. Erlene Espelita Bernaldez, good evening. LRW Boss, we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be doing charting later. Sulat ko lang muna to. Right? Unahin natin ang topic natin ngayon, which is going to be fundamental analysis. Right? Fundamental analysis, especially sa mga newbies. Mga tao dyan na alam na, pasensya na. Right? I know this is gonna be medyo redundant para sa inyo, pero marami tayong mga bagong nanonood So we're gonna be reviewing this for everyone. Eliza Raya, good evening, sir. Magandang entry kay Pure Gold. We're gonna be checking that later as long as we have time. Siglen Margarijo. Alright, good evening. Janer Dianyo, may gabi. Jose Lumba. Alright, good evening then. Rowena Villa, may gabi. Von Soriano, good evening po. John Lloyd. Right, Ran Tabilas, good evening, sir. J&J po, sir. I'm gonna write these down, yung mga gusto nyo ipa-chart, right? I'm gonna be writing them. Jack Max, Sir Lloyd, paano po ba mag-TP sa copy trading? All you need to do is click on your portfolio. Just go to your portfolio. Let me just go to my virtual portfolio para mapakita ko sa inyo. Then let me share my screen. Ayan. Alright, so let's say for example, kay Future 101, Danilo Umagap, gusto ko na let's say for example, kay Fund Manager Zek, meron akong earnings sa kanya na 48%, 0.62. That's very big, right? So 48% in just, kailan ko to sinimulan? September, right? Meron siyang crypto, so that's good. Meron akong 142% na earnings sa kanya. So basically, kay Fund Manager Zek, sa right side, meron pong itong button na ito. All you need to do is stop copying and it will close all your positions. If ever may mga positions pa kayo na hindi pa maka-close, let's say for example, close pa yung market doon, so hindi pa mabenta yung positions nyo. So, what's gonna happen is it's gonna be on pending close yung ibang position. Right? So, until na ma-close yun, pag nag-open ang market, pag na-close yun, lalabas na yung pera nyo. Right? The good thing about this is wala itong charges. Right? For example, ito, kay Fund Manager Zek, I earned 48.65 from this guy. 48.65, malinis na yan. Everything I'm gonna be getting. Okay? So, that's how you TP for copy trade. Good evening dyan sa mga nanonood sa what do you call this? Sa YouTube, Jeric Limosnero. Right, Limosnero, good evening. Magandang gabi po. Alright, so, konti lang comments natin ngayon. So, we can go directly to our topic. That's good then. Alright, let me just make sure this fits the screen right. Just like that. Ayan. Move this a bit. Ayan. Alright. So, in the stock market, let me just remove this. In the stock market, right? Let's start the topic, ha? We're gonna be starting the topic already. I'm just gonna be sitting it here na lang. Okay. Ito, sa stock market, fundamental analysis, right? You are gonna be thinking of a lot of things. You are gonna be analyzing lots of things. One of the biggest things you will be analyzing is fundamentals, right? Fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis basically means, in easier terms, para mas maintindihan nyo, basically it will tell you if the company is a good or solid, stable company, right? Let's say for example, dito sa Pilipinas, ano ba mga example ng mga companies na stable? Subok na, di ba? Ayala Land Incorporated, fundamentally good company. Fundamentals are good. Why? Earnings are good, ganito, ganyan. But I will be teaching you how to know if it's a fundamentally good company. But basically, yun, that's just to name a few. We have Ayala Land Incorporated, SM Prime Holdings, ayan sila SM, ayan sila PLDT, right? So those are companies na basically are very stable companies. So if it's a stable company, we say it's a fundamentally good company, and you might want to invest in that, right? Usually maganda yung growth niya, etc. But I'll teach you this evening how can you tell, how do you analyze if a company is a good company or not? Through fundamental analysis, right? Evaluating the big picture. The screen that you're seeing on the screen right now, it says evaluating the big picture. Don't ever jump in a company blind. Never do that, right? Basta lang may nabasa kayo, uy, sabi ni ganito, maganda na itong company nito, mag-invest ako, ganito, ganyan. Don't jump in a company blind. If you don't have any idea what's going to happen, then you have no business there. Simple as that. Never invest in something you don't understand. If you don't understand the company, then don't invest in it. If you don't know the company, then don't buy their stocks. Simple as that. Especially for investing, di ba? Ganito po yan. Why? Why do I say that? Right? In stock market, it's really important that you really know what you're doing. Kasi, let's say, hindi all the time umaakyat ang isang stock. Hindi all the time umaakyat ang presyo ng isang stock. So, if you buy something, if you invest in something, let's say IPO, tas bumagsak ang presyo niyan, you're gonna start doubting yourself since you don't really understand the company that you're buying into. But if you understand the company, maganda yung takbo niya, okay naman siya. It's just that the market is maybe bearish, bumabagsak ang presyo, you will have a firmer decision in holding on to that company or even buy more nga, di ba? If ever you really understand the company that if you really know the company that you bought. That's why fundamental analysis is very important, right? And that's what we are studying right now. Okay, let's continue. Right, I'm just gonna write this down. James Calatrava, you have a request. I'm just gonna write this down to make sure na hindi matabunan ng comments. Pero check natin mamaya. Same with Ishi Marimat. Alright, unahin natin muna yung topic natin ngayon. Thanks to Ray Ayan for tagging your friend. Alright, fundamentally, qualify your prospects. This is now how you qualify your the companies. Right. Medyo ano pa to? Medyo yung slides kasi it's basically how I trade, right? So I will teach you how to fundamentally qualify your prospects first, right? Basically this is how you check the fundamentals of the company. Let me just turn this on for a bit. It's medyo madilim. Right. Use the GEMS technique, right? GEMS is the abbreviation for G. Number one, growing industry, right? It should be in a growing industry, right? What is a growing industry, right? Is that company in a growing industry? How do you define growing industry? Diba? Put it in your comments. What do you think is ang mga industries dito sa Pilipinas na is still growing? Right, let's say for example, right, I'm gonna give you an industry that basically nawala na, because that can happen, right? Noon, before pa ang text messages, before pa ang SMS, ang pinakauso, right? Naabutan ko pa to right? Even if I'm 35 years old, naabutan ko pa to. Naalala niyo yung pager, right? Pager yung yung linalagay sa belt na tumutunog pag may mensahe ka. Pag meron ka niyan, for sure mayaman ka, or you have a very important position in a company, right? Kasi wala pang text noon, di ba? So that's yun pa ang uso noon. Beeper industry, right? Let's talk about that. Kasi sino nga ba yung sikat na beeper dati? Islacom, kalimutan ka na. Meron pa easy call yeah, sila easy call di ba? Sila ECP, diba? To let you know what beeper is, basically, wala pang text message noon. Meron ng landline, pero walang text message. If you're out of the house, there is no way to get in touch with you since wala pang cellphone, wala pang text message, right? Wala pang cellphones noon is only for calls, right? Pero mahal pa ang calls noon right? And only selected a few elite have the cell phones. Kasi sobrang mahal ng technology na yon. So, beeper po ang karamihan. So, what you do is, let's say for example, ako, nagtatrabaho ako, tapos medyo nag-overtime ako. Si Mrs. naghahanap na sa akin. So, she will call Easy Calls operator. Please send this message to this beeper number. And then, saan ka na? Uwi ka na. Di ako galit. Yun yung message ko. So, yung operator this time types in the message and sends it to your beeper, and then sa beeper mo, right beside your belt, it will tutunog yan, tit, tapos babasahin mo ganun. Napakalit lang yun, one-liner lang yun noon tapos gumagalaw pa, isa-scroll right mo lang para mag-move pa yung message. One-liner pa yung beepers noon. It's mababasa may message, tapos heto naman ako, uwi na agad. So, that's the beeper industry. It was a good industry before, pero text message, cell phone started to come in. Pumasok na sila, dumating na sila Motorola. Yan. So, mga text messages came in. Beeper industry started dying. That is a dying industry. Right? Or meron din naman industry na okay na, malaki na, tapos maliit na lang ang growth factor niya. Right? Meron din naman pong ganon. But basically, this is something that you want to consider. Is it in a growing industry? Since you want to invest in something that has a very big growth factor. Right? One of the reason why, lagay niyo sa comments, what is a growing industry dito sa Pilipinas? Right? Let's talk about it. One of the reason why I've been recommending dito before, hindi pa siya si dito, ISM pa yan, is because the telco industry in the Philippines is still very young. There's still a very huge growth factor sa telco industry sa Pilipinas. That's why I've been supporting dito sa ginagawa nila. So yeah, that's why I'm invested in dito because of number one, it's in a growing industry, right? So check mark mo yan. If it's in a growing industry, check it. Check mark yan. Pag X yan, edi wag mo nang, it's not a fundamentally good company. But all GEMSS should be a check for it to be fundamentally good, right? Number one is G, growing industry. Next is earnings. Magkano bang kinikita niya, right? It doesn't matter if it's really big or hindi. The important thing that you need to check is the earnings getting bigger and bigger compared to last year? Okay, malaki ba earnings niya this year compared to last year, right? For quick takes, maybe try to track the 3 years na progress sa earnings niya, right? If you really are meticulous, check the last 5 years if palaki ba ng palaki yung earnings. If it gets better every year, that means that company is getting bigger, right? And more earnings means more growth. So that's why we check the earnings. If ever yung earnings niya up, down, it's not really that stable. It's seasonal. I don't like that. So earnings are checked dapat. So tinitignan nyo dapat ang earnings. Before I go to M, let me go to the comments really quick. Mga blue chips, sir, growing sila. Yes, karamihan ng mga blue chips natin, growing sila, right? For example, telco, true. Renewable energy, definitely renewable energy still very, very young. So yeah, renewable energy is something that you wanna look into. Sir, saan po kayo kumuha ng news, info para makover yung gems or sa website po, sir? Go to PSE Edge, edge.pse.com, edge.pse.com, right, .ph. So PSE Edge, this is where you look at the numbers, tsaka news. Dito po nyo dapat tinitignan. Okay, so PSE Edge, your best friend when it comes to when it comes to news and fundamentals, right? Dito po nauna lagi ang news. Okay, and then renewable energy, po, sir, thanks. ASEN, growing company, definitely. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. Right, so yun. Next naman po, let's continue. M, right? G, check na ang G, check na ang E, then M. Management is solid, right? Isa sa rason bakit lumilipad ang mga stocks ngayon is kasi binili ni Mr. tawag nito, Dennis Uy. At management, di ba? Pag binili ni Dennis Uy, nagliliparan sila AR. Ito sila dito. Pag pumasok si Dennis Uy. But that's just an example of it, right? Technically, the reason, kahit yung management, makikita nyo po sa PSE Edge. Whenever there is management change, especially in the executive level, right? If ever may pumasok dyan na isang manager, tapos tignan nyo kaagad ang track record ng management na yan, ng manager na yan. If that's a good manager, chances are he is gonna be handling the company well and maganda ang growth ng company in the future, right? If may pumasok dyan na manager pero pangit ng track record, tagilid yan, right? So management is chine-check nyo rin dapat yan. The management has to have good track record, right? So GEM, check na yan tatlo. Next is S. Yung unang S is superior products and services. By the way, etong GEMS technique na ito, it's not just applicable in the stock market. This is applicable in all your investment ventures. Right? I'll explain later bakit. But yeah, let's look at superior products and services. Sige, isabay na natin. Right? So management is solid. Basically, kung mag-i-invest ka, not just in the stock market, but even in small investments that you want to start. Let's say, for example, yung kapatid nyo, right, kapatid mo, right, say, kuya, ate, magnegosyo tayo, gawa tayong babuyan, kasi uso ang babuyan ngayon, and mamamanage ko po yan, ako ang bahala. Diba? Ang ganda pakinggan diba? Babuyan, let's say, it's a growing industry. Maganda ang earnings, potential earnings ng company na yan. When you check M, management is solid. Yung kapatid mo, ano ba ang management capabilities niya? May experience na ba siya? Right? So, tinitingnan mo yun din dapat. Kung kapatid mo naman patambay-tambay, ang ganda na idea ng babuyan di ba? Pero ano bang alam niya sa pagdating sa babuyan, di ba? So, more or less, if you shell out money to your brother or sister or sino man yan, bigyan nyo ng negosyo yan. Right? You're investing in that. But yung gems technique ninyo is wala. Chances are, sa simula lang yan. Babagsak agad yan. Management is solid. Sina-check nyo yan dapat. So, if ever, yan. So, real life application, hindi lang sa stock market. Okay? Next is superior products and services. Bago kayo maglabas ng pera sa isang negosyo, tignan nyo yung products and services. Kung ang products lang naman yan or services is pampaputi lang, pampapapayat, vitamins, ano pa ba meron dyan, huwag na kayo maglabas ng pera. Right, kung ganun man lang, ang hirap ibenta ng mga products na yan, it's not gonna be a very good investment. Ang minsan kasi, let's say, patamaan ko na, diretsuhin ko na, karamihan, hindi lahat, karamihan ng mga networking ng mga industries, they blind you with the earnings. They blind you with their growth. Ganito kami noon, ang growth ng companies, ganito na, earnings natin, ganito na ganyan, alright, ganito ganyan, ang earnings ko, alright, mang management natin, eto siya, doctor, ganito, ganyan. GEMSS, right? That's how you basically sell your company. Management and ganito, ganyan. And superior products and services, yung products natin, eto, ganda, ganito, ganyan. Alright. So, maganda ang earnings, di ba? Products and services, bad. Pero binablind kayo. Pero kung nabenta mo ito, ganito ang earnings mo. Yes, kung nabenta mo. Diba? Earnings naman, saan galing yung earnings? Is it really from the products or is it really from invitation or ang tawag niyan, recruitment? Diba? Kasi kung recruitment lang galing karamihan ng pera, tagilid yan. Right? So, superior products and services. Ano ba ang products, ano ba ang services ng company na yan na ini-investan mo or na gusto mong i-invest? If it's good, then that's another check. GEMS. Right? Meron na tayong 1, 2, 3, 4. GEMS. Check, check, check. Right? But po kaya block dito sa Taiwan ang PSE Edge, sir? That I don't know from Benedict. Block ba? Hindi ko alam. Dapat allowed yan. Right, so I'm not really sure. I'll try to ask my friends over PSC. Bakit yan? Right. And lastly, ang pinaka-last na S is superior finances. How are they handling their finances? Right. Makikita nyo dyan yung mga liabilities nila, especially. Tinitignan nyo ang liabilities. How are they handling their finances? If nababayaran ba niya yung finances nila or lumalaki ba yung utang nila? Kung lumaki man, tingnan nyo bakit, anong rason, bakit lumaki. Baka merong ginawang acquisition or ganito ganyan, kailangan nila umutang. Pero kung lumaki kasi hindi nababayaran or nagko-constant lang yung utang nila, hindi nila nababayaran, then that's bad. That's something that you wanna look at. And then, is it a check or is it an S? I mean, X, right? Kung check lahat, GEMS, S, then, my friend, you're looking at a fundamentally good company. So, that's how you fundamentally prospect a company, right? This will take practice, but at least sinasabi ko lagi, sometimes we do charting, may mga companies ako na hindi kilala. I always tell you guys, hindi ko kilala ang company nito na fundamentally, so I'm just gonna be looking at technical analysis. I always pair up fundamentals and technical analysis. Right? Pinapares ko yun lagi. I check the company if it's fundamentally good, and then susunod ko na po ang technical analysis. Bakit? When you're trading, you are playing with odds, and I really want to play the odds in my side. Okay? So odds are, right? Odds are, if it's a fundamentally good company, as long as okay lang yung market, there's a very big chance that a stock will keep growing. diba? So I only trade compared to not fundamentally good companies. Yes, non-fundamentally good companies, pwede rin naman umakit ng presyo nila. But the odds are better on a company that is fundamentally good. So that's why I only trade fundamentally good companies. Okay? Next is technical analysis. So sinasabay ko po 'yan kasi if the technical analysis also says yes, maganda siyang bilhin, then odds are it should go up, 'di ba? So that's how I play with odds when it comes to trading. International market naman, pwede naman ganito. Alright, let's say for example, if nahirapan kayo talaga sa fundamentals, you can check out what analysts are saying also as part of news. Let's say for example, Apple. Punta kayo research. If you have an 𝑒𝑇ORRO account, if you have an 𝑒𝑇ORRO account that is already, it's already funded, you can access the research and check out what analysts are saying. This will help you with your fundamental research, right? Let's say for example, gusto kong tinitignan ko sa mga stocks na binibili ko is sila Wells Fargo, and look at the stars, right? From Morgan Stanley, Wedbush. Usually ito si Aaron Rakers tinitignan ko. And I check out what he's saying. May article dito. Wells Fargo reiterates an overweight rating of $160 price target on Apple, expecting the company to announce additional 50 billion share repurchase at 10% dividend hike when it reports Q2 quarter 2 na results on April 28, right? So he's expecting na lilipad pa ang earnings ni Apple. Yes, I think so too. And so his target price is 160. The price right now is 153. The highest right now, right? The highest na consensus ng mga analysts is 188. Right? 188 usually, yeah, malapit na. But the current price with may 13% upside pa based on 25 ranked analysts. Right? High estimates is 165, so may upside pa. 134 pa lang si Apple ngayon. Right? The average target price yung kay kanina sa kanya is 160. We are still at 134. Average price target na mga estimates is 153. So there's still upside in it. 13% upside still. So that's why I'm still into Apple, and I'm still investing in Apple. Right? So, yeah. This can help you also. Sadly, mahirap maghanap ng ganito sa PSE, right? So, you'll have to, yung mga analysts kasi hindi nagpa-publish ng ganito sa PSEI, walang gaano, right? If ever meron kayong alam, let me know, right? I'm more focused on the international market right now, so mas tinitignan ko ang mga target ng mga analysts dito. Na-try ko po iba't ibang browser, ayaw po talaga. Ask din po sa kasama ko, ba't ganon din po sa kanila, ayaw din po mag-open. That's sad. Right? Can you try PSE Edge na app? I don't know if you can download it, so hopefully you can. Jong, magandang gabi. Siglan, news sa global market like mga Tesla, Sir Apple, anong websites po kayo kumukuha ng information? Marami right? Marami. You can go for Business Insider. Reuters yan, sila bbc.com, business. Marami kayong pwedeng tignan ng mga news sa international market. But ganito po kasi, I only focus on news on the companies that I like. Sobrang dami ng companies in the international market. Even in the PSE, it can be overwhelming. Okay? Even in the PSE. So I only look at news sa mga companies na kilala ko. Right? This is one strategy I can teach you to not overwhelm yourselves with other companies. If other companies are doing well and it's starting to go up already at naiwan ka na, then let it go. Right? Part of your maturity as a trader is hindi kayo naiinggit. Kasi pag naiinggit kayo dyan, you tend to create bad decisions. Right? Pag natatempt kayo. Alright, good for them. If it's going, I missed it, that's my bad. If it pulls back, then good. Pwede kang pumasok. Pero if it goes up, hindi ko pa kilalang company na yan. I will not look at it yet, but I will research about that company. So that when the opportunity comes in the future, at maganda yung opportunity in the position sa price niya, then I can go in anytime I want to, should I need to get in. Diba? So that's what I do. Only have a handful of companies that you know by heart. Kasi magko-congest yung isip nyo pag ganon. Okay, na-try ko na rin po sa apps, sir. Ayaw din po ma-download naman po yung apps. Kaso, nada-download ang apps, kaso hindi ma-load. Right, sige. I'll ask my friend about it. Okay. Benedict, thank you for letting me know. Hindi ko alam. Sa Taiwan, di ba? Taiwan ba yun? Sinabi mo? Dito sa Taiwan, yes, Taiwan. I'm gonna write this down. Bakit si Taiwan hindi na open? Ba't kaya, no? Any idea from chat? If ever someone's watching na may idea, please let us know. Okay. So, portfolio management, we already finished this. Ito yung mga topics na na-request eh. So, dividend stocks and eToro. We're gonna be talking about this one of these days. I'm just talking about mga request ninyo na pag-usapan natin. If you have any topics in mind na gusto niyo pag-usapan natin one of these evenings, post it in the comments. Right. So yan. So that is fundamental analysis. Very important, right? It's not all the time na kailangan mo ang fundamental analysis, right? Pwede naman pure technical trader. There are people who are like that. It depends on you. I'm more of a position trader. I am more of a mid to long term investor. So fundamentals is very important for me, because so I can play the odds better, with the odds better in favor for me, di ba? So fundamentals very good for me. Not all the time kailangan yung fundamentals. You can trade even without the fundamentals. Okay. Right, sa platform po, maganda maglagay ng stocks. Maglagay ng stocks eToro po. Rosmond Soto, I'm trading more in the international market. Bakit? Mas maganda ang market sa international market. That's for one, definitely. Okay? That's for the markets, right? Why eToro? Because of copy trading, number one. If you're a beginner, start with copy trading. Definitely start with copy trading. Mag-copy trade muna kayo habang nag-aaral kayo paano mag-trade. Okay? And then, if you're good in the future, then you can let people copy trade you, earn pa kayo ng extra, diba? So, that's why I'm using eToro. There are other brokers out there na pwede rin naman, right? Hindi naman tayo limited to that. It's just that I'm with eToro because of that copy trading right there. Sobrang ganda na copy trading. So, yung timeline, paano po ba basahin yun? From Joseph Katigbak, yung timeline, paano po ba basahin yun? Timeline ng chart? Not really sure what you mean. Anong timeline? Is it the timeline of a chart? Dito naman sa nga pala, may nagtatanong kanina saan magandang basa ng news sa Philippine Stock Exchange. Sa Investagrams alone, I hope you know this already. There's a tab that says news. If you're using a PC version, meron po yung news. Okay? So, let's say for example, punta tayo kay JFC. Go to the news tab. And then, lalabas po dyan, 12 hours ago, mayroong pinalabas na news si JFC. Acquisition, disposition of shares by subsidiaries and affiliates. Right? Or JFC. So, at pati PSE Edge na news, lalabas po dyan. Okay. So, this is one way for you to check out news, especially sa PSEI. Right? So, meron na yung business world, meron na yung business world sa international. Pwede nyo rin pong tingnan yan. Good evening, Sir J. Constantino. Sir Lloyd, duguan po ang crypto this day, kapit lang. Pwede kayong kumapit, right? Especially if you're really an investor kay crypto, you buy some on the dips. It's dipping right now. Wait for it to stabilize. You buy some. And then in the future, if ever bababa pa, right? Since you're in it for the long term, you just buy more as it dips. Ganun ang gagawin ninyo, right? Hold on to it. You're not in it for easy money kasi, di ba? Kasi if you're into easy money right now, then dapat nag-stop loss na kayo, di ba? So, you're in it for long term, especially yung mga pumasok at 60K, 50K, 60K, 40K, 40, 50, 60, man, you're in it for the long run, man. Mahal ng bilhin ninyo. So, okay lang sa inyo maipit if you bought it at that area. So, you just buy some more if ever bumaba yan. Taiwan din po ako, need ng VPN para mag-load ang site ng PSE Edge. Yan. Sabi ni Jong, yung nga pala, sa Taiwan nga pala si Jong. Sir, can we talk about long-term investing? Kasi long-term is not quantified. For investors like me, I also want to know how long to keep the stock. Right? From Janer Dianyo. Very good. Since we're already talking about fundamental analysis, diba? How long do I keep the stock? Pretty subjective. Ang akin, ang ginagawa ko is semi-long term right? As long as the trend holds, I'm gonna be holding on to it. Ang ginagawa ko is ever sa tuktok, whenever I see that the trend is already, it's already very, ganito ang ginagawa ko. Let me go close up. I'll explain to you guys what I do. So me, I'm into mid to long term. As long as my stock is an uptrend, I'm gonna be holding on to it. Diba? Long term nga diba? And then, at certain points, when I see weakness, I sell some of it. I sell some of it. Yung iba naman, hini-hold ko na lang. Because that's technically, as long as the company is doing well, huhawakan ko yan. Right? For example, si Jollibee, noong umangat pa si Jollibee, I've been buying it, and then, dun sa tuktok, I've been starting to sell it. I still have Jollibee right now, pero konti na lang ang hawak ko. And that right there, is hindi ko pa gagalawin. Because if I see Jollibee start to trend up again, I'm gonna be buying again. So, it's a hybrid long term. If you can watch the market. Kung gusto nyo mag long term na lang talaga at hindi nyo na tinitignan ng isang company, why not let fund managers hold it for you? Do it for you, if ever. So, kind of hybrid long term for me, right? It's a very broad, what do you call this? It's a very broad terminology. So, yeah, good question right there, man. Janer Dianyo. So, as long as the company is doing well, I'm gonna be holding on to it. Let's say, for example, you wanna ask me, Jollibee, nung nag-80 siya, kasi I'm a long-term holder kay Jollibee, I should have been buying more of Jollibee, diba? Jollibee, I'm gonna be buying more since mas mababa ng presyo ngayon. Let's say, for example, Jollibee, I think, is gonna be doing well, rebounding well in the future. And let's say, for example, my target is 5 years from now, I'm gonna be withdrawing Jollibee. If ever maganda lang talaga ang takbo ni Jollibee, sige, let's say 5 years from now, I'm gonna be needing the money. So I'm gonna look into it. 5 years ko pong pag-iipunan si Jollibee. Buy some whenever it dips. And then hopefully, after 5 years, maganda na siya, then good. I'm gonna be withdrawing it. You can put time limit in it. Pwede ngang hayaan mo muna dyan para ang dividends kumikita ka. Kasi meron rin mga investors na through dividends naman yung long term nila. So, I'm gonna leave my money right here. It's a stable company. I'm gonna be holding it for long term. Pero kikita ako ng dividends. So, pwede rin naman ganun. So, it's very broad. J. Constantino, thanks sir. No rush, patience is the key. Ano po ID requirement para mag-create ng 𝑒𝑇ORRO account? Pinakamabilis po is a passport. You have a driver's license, that's also very good. TIN ID is good. Pwede ang TIN ID from BIR. As long as pero you contact 𝑒𝑇ORRO that to try to prove to them that it's valid. And then ano nangyari po kay Jaya, kasama ko dito sa bahay. TIN ID lang meron siya. So, what 𝑒𝑇ORRO asks for is a copy of her birth certificate as a backup document and then nakalusot. Right, so, pwede naman ganun. Thanks po. No rush, patience is the key. Alright, so it's already 8:43. Meron akong preparation at 5 o'clock. I mean, 8:50. Sige, let's go to charting. Alright, we have a few more minutes for charting. Meron na request dito, LRW. Kamusta natin si LRW? Check this out. Load chart layout. Load. LRW. Alright, LRW. For me, LRW, medyo nakalipad na po siya. So, it's gonna be very challenging for this. We have resistance 1 right here. Resistance 1. Another resistance right here. medyo nag-lower high siya. Maybe it will drip to this support. If you want to go aggressive, etong support nito pwede nyo pa-testingan. Okay, so that's for LRW. Si P-Gold naman, ano daw magandang entry for P-Gold? The support of P-Gold. Oh, nag-bounce pala si P-Gold kanina. Ayun yung sinabi ko sa inyo kahapon si Pure Gold diba? Nag-hold na ng 2 araw, so most probably baka mag-bounce na ito. Nag-bounce nga kanina, 3%. Actually, may volume din naman yung bounce niya. Yeah, actually okay pa to, right? Actually, pwede nyo gawin kay Pure Gold. Sobrang mura ni Pure Gold for a good company right here. You can buy some right here and then buy some more if ever bumaba pa. Just buy already right now. Ang ganda ng bounce niya. It's backed up by volume. Baka maiwan na kayo. So, you test buy. If ever mag-uptrend, then that's where you buy more because that's a confirmation for your entry. Okay? You buy some here. If ever it goes down, back down to support, then you buy some more here. And this is gonna be your major support. If ever it still goes down below that, tignan natin kung meron pa bang massive support dito pa sa baba. So, you can cut loss right here. Okay? So, pwede nyo pong gawin gano'n na trade. Okay? Next naman, Pure Gold, J&J, Johnson's & Johnson's. International market, Johnson's & Johnson's looking well, man. Challenging ng position ng mga pre. Bakit? Ang lapit ng resistance. It's not a worth it trade for me. I wouldn't say this. Though maganda yung pinapakita niya, good bounce, nagtuloy-tuloy pa. But man, resistance are there already. Should you really want to get in, I think pa-breakoutin nyo lang muna before you want to get in Johnson's & Johnson's. Right, J&J, then Tesla, TSLA. Alright, Tesla. Right, I'm also a holder of Tesla. Look at that, MA20 bounce for Tesla. Actually, pag nag-green na to sa Tesla, that's gonna be a very good entry for you guys. Should you wanna enter Tesla? Meron ba lumalabas na news dito sa international market? Wala. OGI and Tilray. OGI. Hahay. Ganda ng OG May support dito So, bounce right there. Pull back, then bounce. Medyo downtrend nga lang OG. Delikado mga pre. Downtrend. Okay. There's a support right here. But I really want this to break the downtrend before we can say maganda na yung support niya. Still on the downtrend right now. eToro app po yan, boss. It's not an app. I mean, meron siyang app, yes. But if you wanna create an eToro account, use your PC. Andyan po sa video description. May link po dyan. If you wanna create an eToro account, please use that link. That helps me. If you wanna create that. So, yeah, I'm just gonna give you the link here also. Sa chat natin. Where's the link? Where's the link? Where's the link? Right here. Eto. Create a free eToro account. Taas ng screen. Sakit sa leg. Alright, so that's the link right there. Nasa chat room po natin. Use your PC in creating an eToro account. Click on that link. You can create an eToro account. Trade with me in the international market. If you want to, ako na nga mag-trade sa inyo sa simula. You can copy trade me if you want to. Okay? So that's for eToro. Meron po siyang app, right? Just create an account using the PC first. And then, download the app if you already have an account. Tesla OG Tilray. Tilray Incorporated. Oh, yun. Support na. Bounce. Right? Bounce for Tilray right there. I would say that's a buy already. Okay? So, mga nag-abang kay Tilray, that's a confirmation of a support right there after an engulfing pattern. So, that's good. Right? And that bounce has a better, what do you call this? Has a better RSI. So, much better on the short term. I would say that's a bounce already. I mean, that's a good buy already for Tilray. Nga pala, yung sa position natin kahapon, laki ng akyat. Right, where is that? Where's that notification? Wala pa. Nawala yung permission. But anyways, yes. Next, going to some requests sa international WKHS. It's 8:49. Last lang. Pasensya na yung mga nanonood sa YouTube. Guys, hindi ko nababasa gaano yung mga ninyo. Comments niyo. Siguro last two from the YouTube na lang. So ito lang last. WKS, ang ganda ng support. WKHS, ang ganda ng support dito. There's a good spike on the bounces right there. I would say yes, this is a buy for me. Ang solid ng support, RSI starting to look up. Gumaganda na yung position niya. Good find, workhorse. Alright, Brian Balyo. Sir, nag-copy po ba sa eToro? May fee na babawasan po ba sa akin? Wala po. Copy trading is free, Brian Balyo. Right? May mga fees po on the trading. Siyempre, pag nagbukas kayo ng mga positions, may mga traders fee yan. So, that's the only fee that you that you pay. Okay? And then, aside from that, wala na. Right? Si eToro na bahala magpasweldo sa amin. Mga nagpapakopya. Sir, good evening. Pa-check naman po si Neo. Si Naked pala kahapon ng climb. Yan, yung position natin kay Naked. Hindi ako nakapag-average down. Sobrang lakas ng climb niya kahapon. So, 16% for Naked for one day. 16% bounce. That's a very, very big sign. Wait for it to do a pullback and bounce kung gusto niyo pumasok kay Naked. Man, that was a very good climb. Hindi ako nakapag-average down, but definitely our Naked position did well last night. Pa-check naman po si Neo. Right, ito na yung last. Good evening, Larmoy 0719. Oh, ganda, Neo. Support, man. Good find. Right, Neo is a buy for me. Check this one out, right? May downtrend line siya dito, but the supports are looking well already. I would say yes, and napaka-low risk po niya ngayon. Just cut loss below that support. That's gonna be it. That's very good trading. Much better, guys, kasi nagtatanong kayo ng mga nasa taas na. Ito, ang ganda na position. This is what you should be looking at. But anyways, right, I still have to prepare for later. Meron pa akong gagawin kasi. That's gonna be it for me this evening. Okay? I'm gonna see you once again bukas po. Alright? We'll see you again tomorrow, same time, 8 p.m. for another episode of The Daily Grind. So, stay tuned po. Kita-kits tayo bukas. That's gonna be it for me this evening. StockSed po, don't forget, if ever you're a newbie, right, go to stocksed.com. Meron kami mga free courses sa inyo. The courses there na free, it's gonna be a very, very, very big, it's gonna be a very solid foundation for your start in the stock market. So check it out. If you want to go for premier courses, use this code LBazaar right here so that you can get a discount. If you want to help me, right, donate to my causes, patreon.com/LBazaar. If ever magbibigay kayo ng substantial amount, I'm gonna give you something in return. Sobrang worth it na bibigay ko sa inyo. I'll give you access to the videos, recordings of all my seminars, how I trade, the Trading Masterclass, one of the most successful seminars here in the country. So, see you tomorrow. Check out patreon.com/LBazaar. That's gonna be it for me this evening. As always, let's get rich together. Bye, everyone.